The Philadelphia Eagles traded away one of the 5 best receivers in football and walked into June looking like a franchise coming apart at the seams. Look closer. They knew something the rest of us missed. Buried on the depth chart sits a 7th-round rookie from Nigeria who has never played one down of organized football, and Jordan Mailata will not stop raving about him. One lift in the weight room set the whole building on fire. Remember this player. You will need him before the end. Here's what the front office built while you looked away. Howie Roseman hired a 33-year-old play caller named Sean Mannion, the man who ran the quarterback room for Jordan Love in Green Bay. He drafted a rookie receiver out of USC, Mekhi Lemon, after trading up with Dallas. He added Marquise Brown and pulled Dontavion Wicks out of Green Bay. Then on the 1st of June, he shipped A.J. Brown to New England for a future first-round pick. Everyone screamed downgrade. The Eagles smiled. The reason behind the smile sits at the center of this whole story, and it changes everything once you see it. Now turn to the other side of the ball, because the defense might be the real story. 2 second-year corners, Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, both walked off last season as first-team All-Pros. Howie Roseman stacked a freak athlete front and handed Vic Fangio more weapons than he held during the title run. And looming over all of it is a brand new threat. The Los Angeles Rams traded for Myles Garrett and turned themselves into the Super Bowl favorite overnight. An arms race is breaking out across the conference. The question hanging over Philadelphia is simple. In a loaded NFC, did the Eagles fall behind, or did they quietly set up to strike? The answer starts with the offense nobody understands yet. But before we get into that, hit that like and subscribe button for more Eagles and all the NFL content. Let's aim for 350 likes on this video. Start with the scheme, because the scheme explains every move. Sean Mannion comes from Green Bay, where he coached Jordan Love through a top 6 passer rating season. His offense leans on timing, motion, and heavy under-center looks. The Packers finished 5th in the league in 12 personnel last year, meaning 2 tight ends on the field at once. Philadelphia spent the spring living in those heavy packages. Dallas Goedert returns. The rookie Eli Stowers arrived as the John Mackey Award winner from Vanderbilt, and the tight ends ate over the middle through every open practice. The run game shifts too, and one player fits it like a glove. Tank Bigsby runs a one-cut, downhill style, the exact rhythm a wide zone scheme rewards. Put your foot in the ground, hit the crease, fall forward. Saquon Barkley remains the engine, fresh off one of the great seasons a running back has ever produced. But the Eagles want to protect his legs for January, so expect Tank Bigsby to climb past his role from a year ago. A back who already fell forward on nearly every touch now gets a system designed around the trait. Here's the new math. Instead of feeding one alpha receiver 130 targets a season, Sean Mannion spreads the ball across bodies. Devonta Smith, Mekhi Lemon, Marquise Brown, Dontavion Wicks, plus 2 tight ends and 2 backs. No single defender erases this offense by bracketing one man. The whole point is to scheme players open instead of asking them to win one-on-one every snap. It is a sharp break from the old Philadelphia attack. And while everyone argues about the passing game, the unit built to win games in January sits on the other side of the ball, where 2 young corners turned into something rare. The Eagles already owned a cornerback room most teams dream about. Quinyon Mitchell allowed the lowest completion percentage of any corner in football over the last 3 years, a mark near 41% in 2025. Cooper DeJean built off a Super Bowl pick 6 and a Defensive Player of the Week run to become one of the best nickel defenders alive. Both earned first-team All-Pro nods in only their second seasons. No homegrown Eagles corners had reached this peak since 2004. Then Howie Roseman added length and speed on the outside. Rick Woolen signed a 1-year deal worth up to $15 million, and the fit with Vic Fangio looks clean. Every season of his career, he has posted double-digit pass breakups, 16 as a rookie, 11 the next year, 14, then 12 last season in Seattle during a Super Bowl run. When he stays locked in, few corners match his blend of size and recovery speed. He spent the spring clamping receivers in practice and turning heads opposite Quinyon Mitchell. Behind them sits the chess piece. Cooper DeJean is sliding towards safety this year while keeping his slot duties, studying tape of Hall of Famer Charles Woodson to make the jump to the third level. A defender who tackles like a linebacker and covers like a corner now roams free. Vic Fangio loves disguise, and he finally holds the bodies to hide his intentions on every snap. The secondary looks set. The front looks scary. But the loudest debate in Philadelphia this spring had nothing to do with either group and everything to do with the receiver. The Eagles let walk out the door. Here's the number nobody wants to say out loud. A.J. Brown was slowing down. Tracking data shows the share of snaps where he hit, 15 miles per hour, dropped 3 straight years, from 29% in 2023 to nearly 27%, down to 21% last season. His top speed fell each year too, from 20.2 miles per hour to 19.6. Part of it was effort. Part of it was a bigger receiver entering his late 20s with a knee issue. Other teams flagged, so the Eagles read the curve and moved early. They turned a 29-year-old receiver into a future first-round pick, then handed the keys to a player who has earned them. Devonta Smith is the wide receiver one now, full stop. Jordan Mailata said it plainly. Devonta Smith always led from the front, captain patch or not. Look at the production. The best rookie receiving season in franchise history back in 2021, then nearly 1,200 yards, then 1,000 more, then 4 straight seasons of elite tape, even while sharing targets. Now picture Devonta Smith, without a shadow, stealing his looks. Coaches inside the building think he climbs into the top 5 at his position. 1,500 yards is in play. The Eagles did not lose their best receiver. They unleashed the one they trusted most. And here's the deeper point. This whole reshape was not a panic. It was a plan. Drafted and signed and traded into place across 3 months. To see the full blueprint, you have to walk the roster pick by pick, where the wildest swing of the entire offseason has been hiding in plain sight. Start at the top of the draft. Mekhi Lemon came off the board at pick 20 after a trade up with Dallas, a USC receiver with the polish to play right away. In round 2, the Eagles grabbed Eli Stowers, the best receiving tight end in college football last fall. Round 3 brought Markel Bell, a 6'9" tackle out of Miami, who did not allow a sack as a starter, groomed as the heir to Lane Johnson. Every early pick fed the offense. Then came the swing. With the 251st pick, the Eagles spent a 7th rounder on Uwar Bernard, the Nigerian defensive tackle nobody saw coming. He has never played organized football. He found basketball at 16, found the sport 3 years ago, and posted testing numbers almost no human his size has matched. 6% body fat, a 39-inch vertical jump, a 4.63 40-yard dash at 306 pounds. Jordan Mailata walked the same international pathway road in 2018 and grew into one of the best left tackles in football. Moro Ojomo, also born in Nigeria, took the rookie under his wing. Here's why the swing makes sense. A 7th round pick carries near zero risk. If Uwar Bernard pops even a little, the Eagles found a freak for almost nothing. The same way they once found Jordan Mailata. Add him to a defensive line already stacked with Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, and Moro Ojomo inside. Plus an edge room rebuilt around Jonathan Greenard, Nolan Smith, Jalix Hunt, Arnold Ebiketie, and Joe Tryon Shoyinka. Low risk, high reward, talent stacked at every level. The blueprint is clear. The only question left is whether it holds up against the teeth of the schedule, because the NFC has never looked more dangerous. Start in the division, because the NFC East does not hand out easy weeks. Dallas owns one of the most explosive passing attacks in football. The exact test a rebuilt secondary needs to pass early. Washington and Jaden Daniels keep climbing. The Giants are building too. Philadelphia has won the NFC East 2 years running, but the margin is thinner now, and every divisional rival sharpened its roster this spring. Then look at the conference. The Los Angeles Rams traded a haul, including young pass rusher Jared Verse, to land Myles Garrett from Cleveland. Garrett broke the single-season sack record last year and joins reigning most valuable player Matthew Stafford on a roster already loaded. Vegas made the Rams the clear Super Bowl favorite the moment the deal closed. Seattle won it all last season and brings back a dangerous core. The road through the NFC runs through real monsters now. Here's where Philadelphia answers back. The Rams built a juggernaut on the front and lean on a quarterback who turns 38 this year. A passer who hurts you from the pocket but does not escape pressure. The Eagles own the interior rush to make him uncomfortable, the same way Jalen Carter chased down Matthew Stafford in the snow during the title run. Defense travels. Trench play travels. The Eagles are built for the games other contenders fear, which is exactly why the receiver trade matters more than the panic crowd understands. Here's the reveal you have waited for. The Eagles did not trade A.J. Brown because they got worse. They traded him because the offense had outgrown him. By June, the relationship had run its course. The drops, the social media noise, the frustration over targets, the sideline blowups and the playoff loss, all of it pulled focus from a team chasing another title. Howie Roseman said the conversations with the player pointed the same direction. Both sides wanted a clean break. Now look at the haul. Howie Roseman turned a 29-year-old receiver with a flagged knee into a future first-round pick and a fifth while spreading the dead money across 2 years. He had already drafted Makai Lemon, traded for Dontavion Wicks, and signed Marquise Brown. The replacement plan was in place before the trade ever happened, and the timing was surgical. Waiting until the 1st of June let the Eagles soften the cap hit instead of swallowing the whole charge in one season. But the deepest reason sits with the quarterback. Everyone says Jalen Hurts falls apart without his favorite target. The Jalen Hurts people forget came into the league an underdog, got benched, got doubted, and answered every single time. Strip away the security blanket, and you do not get a smaller player. You get a hungry one, locked into a new scheme with something to prove. The belief behind the smile, the reason Howie Roseman never flinched, is faith in the quarterback and the system around him. So the only thing left to settle is how far this all goes. So back to the question from the start. In a loaded NFC, did the Eagles fall behind? No, they reloaded while looking like they retreated. The Rams are the favorite and the gap is real, but Philadelphia owns the trenches, the secondary, and a coach in Vic Fangio built to slow down explosive offenses. An arms race rewards the team with the deepest, most balanced roster. The Eagles still carry one of the 2 or 3 best rosters in football. Here's the prediction. The Eagles win the NFC East for a 3rd straight year and land somewhere near 12 wins, with the new offense climbing back into the top 10 by mid-season. The defense finishes as a top 5 unit. And here's the take, built to start a fight. This offense, without A.J. Brown, scores more points than the one with him. And Devonta Smith outproduces his old running mate head-to-head this season. Tell me I am wrong. The Eagles knew something the rest of us missed. They saw the curve, made the cold call, and bet on the quarterback and the scheme over one fading star. Drop your win total prediction in the comments. Tell me if Devonta Smith hits 1,500 yards, and subscribe before the next breakdown lands. Training camp opens soon, and the first real look at Sean Mannion's offense with the pads on is right around the corner. The wildest rookie in football straps it on for the first time. You will not want to miss what happens when Uar Bernard finally hits somebody.